a lot of stuff happened, man. A lot of stuff happened that we didn't get to talk about. And starting with this TylerJenkins thing, man.
Yeah.
So when I first saw the story, it was like automatically like funny to me. Because it's one of them Jody, stories. We lost life here. And this was even before I knew that it was a sailor who got killed. But it was just one of those like this shit happens like often. You know what I mean? So I'll read a little bit. Sailor allegedly shot wife's boyfriend 3 times in Virginia Beach, killing him. Police arrested TylerJenkins, 26. They said the U.S. Navy sailor admitted he shot his wife's boyfriend after he caught, them having sex. He shot him 3 times, right? And then he kind of chilled out and waited for the police to get there. What am I doing wrong? Did y'all get the gun that I shot him with? She called the police. And then the dude was 28 years old and he was in the Navy too, and that's that part hit me because I'm like, damn, it's like sailor on sailor. But it says Jenkins' wife told police she was engaged in a sexual act with Tyler at the time of the shooting. She told investigators she feared for her life because she thought Jenkins was going to try to shoot both of them, but he only, shot and killed the dude that she was fucking. So, what's your thoughts on that, man?
Well, my thoughts is that first off, I wrote down exactly, the same thing you just said, man. This happens way too often. You know what I mean? This is one of those things, man. And I guess the biggest thing about it, man, if you guys, if I was talking from a dad or a father or a mentor or anything talking from that standpoint, I'd be like, why get in a relationship if you know you're not happy, right? That's the first thing I will talk about is like things like that. But my thoughts on the killing, that's why I got a little bit of a problem with, man. Like, because I feel like it's you never know what do the guy know she was married? Who knows? We don't know this whole story or what the case may be, right? So we don't know those things. So now we didn't kill this guy, and we don't even know the young lady could have been telling him the whole time that she's single, she's whatever, and we don't even know, right? So we
don't know the story.
Yeah, that's saying we don't know the story. I'm just going by
TylerJenkins might.
He might know the story. Could be his friend. I mean, best friend. We don't know, but from an outside looking in, that's the first thing I know. How much information did he know before he killed him? This could be an ongoing thing. He could have been warned a couple times. We just don't know all that stuff. But taking a life is a serious thing, man. So if you are in a situation where you feel like you need to take someone's life, it has to be something really, really serious going on, man. Now, if I was put in his shoes, I don't see myself doing the same thing. You know what I mean?
So what would you do? Like, so you come in the crib, right? And I'm gonna just we just permission to speak freely. So
yeah.
You come in the crib and your old lady getting clapped up by somebody.
Yeah.
Like you come in the crib, somebody clapping cheeks, man. Like cheeks are being clapped.
Yeah. You can make it how you want it. You try to make it worse than what it is. Hey, it happens. Look.
Clapping the cheeks. Yeah. What you don't like, it ain't like you heard about it. It ain't like you like knew about it and whatever. You come in the crib and sexual acts. Now it could be, that part of sex. It could be oral. Who knows what's happening? But you come in the house and sexual acts. That's what they said. They was engaged in sexual acts. Yeah. So you come in the crib and your old lady engaged in sexual acts. What are you doing?
It's one of those things where you can say what you're going to say until some shit like that happens.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to tell you right now what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling I'm going to do. I'm pretty much telling old boy he needs to get the fuck out of there, or he can help her get her shit and get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? That's kind of like my first. No. That's not like my first thing.
No, right now I'm busy. Can't you see I'm busy?
Oh, no. Now I'm going to put hands on
you guys
no. Yeah.
So
I'm finna force him out then though. No, if he says some shit like that, he about to get forced out. by any means necessary. Then that's different, man. That's a whole bro. You in there doing your thing, and then got nerves to fucking talk shit back.
Like,
Oh
can't you
hell
see
no,
I'm
dude.
busy, bro? Like, it's crazy. So somebody was just telling me a story. They said a dude came in, caught his wife having sex with a dude. He went to like fight the dude, like he went to whip the dude ass, and the dude killed him, right? And the dude got off because it was a crime of passion. Only thing dude really got in trouble for was like adultery or whatever. And you know, and my thought process is it's like
Which
some
dude
scenarios.
got off?
It's a whole different story.
I
The
don't
dude
know,
that
but
got off is the dude that was messing with the other dude's wife.
Oh,
so a
shit.
husband comes in the crib, he catch a dude clapping cheeks, right? And he try to fight the dude. The dude kills him and then gets off because it's a crime of passion and it's self-defense. Well, he got off more for the self-defense aspect of it. And all he got in trouble for was like adultery. And I was telling the dude, I'm like, yo, it's crazy. Like, I got like this unwritten code that like some fights should be won by certain people. So like the husband that catch the, you know, the husband that, what you laughing about, man?
You said let him win. Like, you got.
Yeah, like, yo, go ahead, whoop my ass. I'm gonna get up out of here. Like, you're not about to whoop the ass of the dude that wife you know, like the husband supposed to win that, you know?
Hey,
or like
man.
when the person finally fight the bully back. Like when they've been getting bullied for like 3 years. Imagine you getting bullied for 3 years, you finally fight the bully back, and then you get your ass whipped. Like it's like, yeah, you know, in movies it's like a moral victory, but in real life, you supposed to win that fight.
Yeah, man. But,
you know what I'm saying? Like you suppose my sister told me the story that she was like, you know, back in her day when she was young, we talk about it, but she was bullying the girl. And then like one day, like the girl's sister came. She wasn't supposed to beat that girl's sister. Like the girl's sister was supposed to win. Like,
yeah.
you know, and then her and the girl's sister became friends. It's certain fights you supposed to win. You the husband, you catch your wife cheating. If you proceed to fight that dude, you supposed to whip his ass. He's not supposed to beat you. Right. However, in that story, the dude killed the husband. Ain't really getting too much trouble. In this story, though, TylerJenkins kills this guy. You know, we don't know much more about it. It's probably more about it that's been like disclosed, but I haven't done the research there. Now, it's a couple things I do know. I think Tyler is pushing for like this dude was in my house.
Yeah.
Having sex with my wife. Like thought process, because I did read like something about that. Like I think Tyler's looking at it like, I don't know who this dude was. I'm in here protecting my house.
Trespassing.
That's why he stayed.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's why he stayed till the cops came.
Yeah. It is something out there about somebody coming in your house, but this dude already in your house. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
he got his clothes folded up at the bottom of your bed, bro. Like it ain't like this. It's not like forcefully shit folded. There's probably some food on the table. Like he was having a night. Like it wasn't like forceful nothing. You know what I mean?
I will tell you this though, man, and to be honest with you, man, like I'm up here saying what I do and what I won't do, but in that situation, man, I can't tell you what I might do, man. But I do know killing. I do know taking someone's life is a huge deal, man. But when you in that moment and you see that stuff, it come out, you looking at it, and man, you don't know, man. I can tell, you know, I can tell you this though. I most definitely will be turned up. You know what I mean? I can't tell what happened, but I most definitely be turned up though.
I'd probably cry, man.
Yeah, tears would be tears. I'd be hurt too, man. I'd be hurt. I'd be hurt like a motherfucker.
Babe, like, you know, I think like you just don't expect your wife to like, you know, and I don't know if she was his wife or she was his wife.
Yeah.
But you just don't expect your wife to, you know, do nothing like that. And also rest in peace to that chief. It was a chief, a woman chief. I don't know too much about her, but it was a woman chief whose husband killed her. Let me see if I can find that real quick. It was like a woman like recently, like she came home or something, or he came home or something like that. And he killed his wife, man.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Yeah. Like she got killed by her husband. That was recently as well. You know what I mean? But so TylerJenkins, right? So let's talk TylerJenkins for I think this is it right here. Yeah, Bellevue woman fatally shot by husband while child. And they They want you to buy every single thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she got shot by her husband. He was 43, and he killed her. He killed her husband. She was man, I can't get into it too much. But rest in peace to her. She was a chief. It looked like he tried to take his own life after.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was a chief. So rest in peace to her. I can't get too much in the story because it's every news outlet wants you to pay for a subscription. But back to this TylerJenkins story, and it's like, of course you got the standard like thoughts and prayers for like all parties involved and stuff like that. But when you think about this, right? So this the other thing that kind of came to my head was when I went on Facebook and I started seeing like different people in different like Facebook groups talking about this. And I don't know if you did that as well, but it was people like, yo, I know the seller. He's a good seller. All this stuff. And I remember when one of my guys was gun decking, and I went, and I had to speak for that seller. And I was like, oh man, he's a good technician. And man, I got ate up. You know what I'm saying? My pretty much the deputy director was like, how is he a good technician when he was gun decking or whatever? And I'm thinking like, yo, he is a good technician. Like, he's a pretty good electrician. Like, if you put him in front of something, he could fix it. You know what I mean? It's like, how is he, so it's like, I find it, I guess I'm questioning the thought process of us when we get like good like workers that does some shit that's like obviously like wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, do we overdo like sympathy? Not as much sympathy, right? But do we overdo like trying to look out, for the seller? You know what I'm saying? Like, killing somebody is, I mean, again, I'm all confused because that's a real tough spot because
Man,
that was probably
tough. Rage.
That's your wife. That was probably rage.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing like a lot of, and that was it hit me harder when I saw it was another seller.
Yeah.
That got killed or whatever. And if he, like you said, if he didn't even know she was married, that's crazy. If he did that, and I'm sure somebody knows, these people. But like I said, people saying they knew Tyler and he's a good, like TylerJenkins, and he's like, yo, he's a good seller. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, my thought on like somebody gun decking, right? I go in there and say, yeah, he's a good sailor, blah blah. Made a mistake. We talking about we did somebody didn't die, bro. We didn't kill somebody. So I think all that type of talk is kind of like out the window about being a good sailor. I don't think that even gonna be a conversation about him being a good sailor or not. This is about somebody who then took someone's life. Now, how it happened and all that stuff, that's gonna play out in the court system and all that stuff. But I think the fact of what he did while he was in the Navy might not matter as much now because you done took someone's life, and it's probably not going to be in the hands of the Navy anyway.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't think you're gonna get in front of a judge and say, yeah, he was a good technician.
Yeah. That's like that's a real good point.
Yeah. So
that's a real good point.
But I tell you this though, man, that anybody in the comments and saying this and saying that, man, I like to know, from anybody else out there, man, about like what would you guys do, man? This is a tough situation. I can't even go in on Tyler about this, man. You know what I mean? You want to be like, man, he made a mistake. Oh, he should have did this. He should have did it. Man, think about that for a minute. Man, that's your wife or your spouse or whatever the case may be. You catching in the act. Now, this ain't the first time I done heard something like this. Trust me, we done heard it a lot, through the years being in the military and probably outside the military and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
But the fact that this is happening, and then we always can point the finger all the time and like, oh, I do this, I do that. But man, you never know. You never know.
They call it with Jody, right? They call it. I mean, that's what they used to say a lot, like Jody.
Yeah.
Like
but Jody used to get you on deployments though, man. You know what I'm saying? While you out there on deployment, old Jody,
I wonder where was he at? I wonder where was he like at though? Like when this happened, you know what I mean? Like, was he on duty? Like, it's just
there's so much stuff out there, so many variables, right, man? We don't know what because it had to be something that they didn't. This is your. That's another thing, man. Like I'm getting all like crazy about it. This is at your crib.
Yeah,
this is at your spot.
This where we binge watch.
We lay. This is where we came together. You know we bought this bed. You know what I mean? Like we and we don't even know. I hope kids ain't involved, but I don't know. You know what I mean? All the details about that, but this is where we've said I do, and this is where we lay our head. This is where we bought this house, you know, and now this guy's up in here for a fling or for whatever you guys got going on.
You ever been in that position where it's like a married woman is like coming on to you? Are you happen to talk to a married woman and like you either didn't know she was married yet or whatever?
No, I don't remember nothing like that happened to me talking to a married woman.
You never ever talked to a married woman? Damn, dude.
No, I just don't.
Damn,
look, I tell you this. I tell you this. This is what I will say. I necessarily don't know. You know what I mean? Because the relationship didn't go that far, or nothing didn't happen, or whatever the case would be, and then I just didn't know. You know what I mean? Not like if I see she's married, let me go after her. No, that's not me. I don't do shit like that.
So I'm in a lady and I'm in a lady at a party. He was a Navy spouse.
Mm-hmm.
I start talking to her. No. Well, I didn't know she was a Navy spouse. I just met a lady at a party. Let me kind of backtrack, right? Like, but I started talking to her, and I found out she was a Navy spouse.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm talking to her on the phone, and I'm like, well, she tell me, she's like, yo, I'm married. I'm like, well, when, like this is weird. Like I didn't immediately hang up with her, right? I'm thinking like they might be like, I'm like, well, what's going on? Like y'all like split up, y'all, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? She's like, nah, we live together. We got the kids. We this, that. I'm like, well, like when can I call you? You know what I mean? She's like, oh, you could call me anytime. You know what I'm saying? I'm still young and like still doing like living life or whatever, like learning. So we go out one day, right? I go out with her, right? And it's like all in short time, like all in like a week span of time. We go out and I'm sitting with her and I'm like, yo, so like, that's like your husband know that you like out like this? And she said, he should know, And then I was like, all right, I gotta go to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Never saw her again, man. I dipped out, never saw her again. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, you telling me your husband shouldn't, and I found out her husband was like a chief or whatever. But I'm like, you telling me your husband should know? Like, that's a red flag.
Dude, that's bad business, right?
That's
there,
a red
bro.
flag. Because I mean, like now you're saying he should, so he don't know what you're doing. You saying he should know. That's not good. Because let's say he does know. Let's say he following you around. He catch me with you. I'm not ready. Like I said, the husband supposed to win that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not ready for that type of energy. I'm not ready for that kind of energy. So I left her right then and so I knew about that, but I left her right then and there. And I felt like I went too far from after finding out she was married to even like hanging out with her the one time. Like I feel like that's
because you know what, man, I'm just thinking about this for a second, man. Like your conversation you just had, but think about the energy though. Think about the energy. Like you said already, this guy's supposed to win this fight, blah, blah.
For sure.
But you know why though? Because you don't have the same energy.
No,
your energy, you the guy that got caught with the married lady. So your energy is different from this dude. Energy is rage. Straight rage, ready to tear somebody's head off. And my energy is like, man, like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So a split second, this dude could have been done something to you because you don't have the same energy.
Yeah. I'm not even prepared. Like I'm literally like, you're like the epitome of like relaxed when you with somebody. Else. Like you just like, yo, we chilling. But I don't even understand how somebody, me in a way I think now with my brain, I don't even understand how you could be with somebody's wife and not be like paranoid, like not be worried about the person finding out. I don't care how much she reassured me that we good to go. I'm worried that this person gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I think about the victim, of that, the TylerJenkins thing. When I think about the victim and him also being a seller, young, 28, man. It's like, man, I hope, hopefully you didn't know, and like, you didn't make that like choice to go to another man's house and have sex with his wife. You never know when somebody gonna come home. You never know. Like, me and my wife was just watching Old School. I don't know when the last time you watched Old School, but the dude, he left. He went to like, a convention or something. He left the convention early, got home. His wife was having a gangbang. You know what I'm saying? Like with a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what she was doing. So you never know.
Man.
So
But look, I know you said like young man. That's 28 though, man.
Yeah,
like
28.
Oh no, now, man. 18, whatever, 19, 20 years old, you kind of still, like you said, filling yourself out, blah, blah, blah. But 28, man, it's something else. We gonna catch you guys up on this story too, man. The more information we find out, we gonna revisit this a little bit, man, because I feel like we just don't know enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious. I'm curious too, man.
And I think everybody knows somebody who been in, like, everybody is, there's like this real 6 degrees of separation, like everybody is like 6 degrees separated by somebody who got cheated on by their spouse in the Navy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the military period, like that's like the real 6 degrees of separate. I'm 1 degree of separation from that. Like I am directly connected to people that have been cheated on by, their spouses or whatever like that. And I'm sure you are too. I'm sure you know stories of that. And the worst is when it's like, on my first ship, it was like 2 dudes in the same division where the dude was having sex with the dude wife when he knew that the dude was on duty. And these dudes was friends, like best friends on the ship, always together. It's like, and then that, like these like young days, like the command never really found out, but the dude went home. He found a dude with his wife. He pistol whipped the dude. He pistol whipped the dude that, was with his wife and never got back to the command. But the dude wife was like, it wasn't just that dude. She was like hot. You know what I mean? She was all around or whatever like that. So yeah, so that stuff get crazy. It is Women's History Month, huh?
Boy, that was a segue right there to come in, huh?